Tonight's matchup with 14 wins and 3 losses, and 4-3 in the conference. Here are the starters. Number 5, Haley Holmes. Number 12, Devin Eichhoff. Number 14, Erica Angel. Number 15. Coming to tonight's match with a record of 10 wins and 6 losses, and are currently 4-3 in the conference. Here are their starters. Number 2, Jessica Lodge. Number 4, Christy Gordon. Number 5, Brittany Schmidt. Number 6, Zakia Hunt. Number 7, Barbara Roman. Number 11, Essie Cook. Number libero, number 10, Lexi Simone. Blue Devils are under the leadership of Ed Rule in his second season. His assistants are Dave Dickens and Joe Fine. Senior assistant is Ryan O'Reilly.
Deal. Welcome into LTSN. Blue Devils come back home 10-6 on the season, 4-3 on the WAC. It's a pleasure to have you back here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network for our Friday night edition of women's volleyball. Greetings, everyone. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Winding down the month of September, we have a back-to-back for you. The first one will be against UNOH. The Racers come in at 4-3 on the WAC as well, 14-3 on the season, as the first point goes to Lawrence Tech. Getting the touch there to the pleasure of this home crowd. Blue Devils come back after 3 on the road, went 0-3 during that stretch. Was a tough weekend out in Grand Rapids. A tough loss to Madonna in 5 sets, but now they are back at home looking to rebound and reset. And they're up 1-0 here in this opening set, make it 1-1 on the big swing there, coming from Kaylee Holst, the junior from Grand Rapids. Head coach Ed Rule in his second season for the Blue Devils, leading the way at that head man spot. And then Max Miller in his second season for the Racers. Serving here, Erica Engstman. Here's Brittany Schmidt flying in for the big kill. 2-1 Blue Devils. Opening set, Brittany Schmidt. She's felt like one of the more consistent players on this Blue Devil team, especially on this home floor. One of 5 seniors on the roster. Holst, she'll go across the court that time for Olivia Hermiller. Now on the Blue Devils side of the net. Free ball sent over. Coming up out of the back row, Tina Sessa. Gramakova pops it up. Now Doherty. Such an architect on that Blue Devils side of the net. Hermiller chasing that one down, just Lodge. Now Doherty goes cross court for Schmidt. Tried to, I think, go for the off-speed touch, but couldn't quite get the handle on it that she desired. And it's now 2-2 LTU. Substitutions coming in here. On the UNOH side of the net, it'll be Kayla Stoll. And the service ace there on the UNOH side of the net from Kayla Stoll, sophomore from Chesterfield, Michigan. And a Michigander, only about 40 minutes away in Chesterfield. Doherty, back set to Gramakova. She goes cross court, finds the line. We're knotted up at 3, back and forth early here in this opening set. Vara back to serve. The back set that time from Hursts to Hermiller. Make it 4-3 UNOH. Jessica Rada will make her way back in. Or in for the first time here on the floor. One of 6 seniors on a pretty experienced UNOH roster. And she'll get this point underway. Serving to a freshman on the other side of the net, Alicia Vibushan, and Schmidt able to tip it over. As the Go Blue chants are released from the Blue Devil crowd. A rainy night in Southfield, but we hope for a bright match to unfold before our eyes here inside the Riddler tonight. Winner, the swing over, right at Schmidt. Doherty, the pass to Just Lodge. Right down the line with haste. 5-4 Blue Devils now. Opening set just getting underway. Schmidt will go back to serve. It was a nice serve. Now in the middle there, looking to find the line, but unable to do so is Taylor Winter, the senior. We'll probably call her name quite a bit tonight on the UNOH side of the net. We rely on her for that leadership. Point Blue Devils, though, now a 2-point first set lead. Serve goes wide. UNOH claims the point. Fun start to this one. In tight to the net there. Nice defensive play, but unable to quite finish things off there. It was Vipushan on the last effort. Zamoniak was in the mix as well. And now the Blue Devils will feast on the service error from the UNOH side of the net. We'll see Nicole Heiduck make her way in, along with Desi Cook. Hurst, the middle set. That time able to find Erica Engstman, the junior from St. Mary's, Ohio. As we'll see Olivia Hermiller make her way on in. And Engstman will go back to serve. Transfer from Owens Community College, one of the top Division III teams in the country on a normal basis. She's one of 3 transfers from Owens CC. We'll talk about that as the night goes on. Blue Devils claim the point once again there. Make it 8-7 now here in the opening set in favor of Lawrence Tech. Feels like they need a good start tonight, and they've come out with a jump in their step. Chasing that one down, Holst. Over to the Blue Devil side of the net, Heiduck. Doherty out of the back row. Gramakova there, dumped over by Lodge. And that was enough to finish off the point. Larson, a sprawling effort, but to no avail. 9-7 LTU now. If this is any indication to how this match could go throughout the night, we could be in for a fun one. Ace there from Doherty. She'll work with a 10-7 opening set lead now. Serves at Canuti. Point will be awarded to UNOH here. Canuti back to serve. The impressive freshman from Switzerland at that libero spot on the UNOH side of the net. Just Lodge, the swing, and give her another kill off the touch. Lodge is third already. She's 3 for 3. Make it her fourth, rather. Hermiller couldn't get a clean swing off the fingertips, and it's 12-8 Blue Devils now, their largest lead of this opening set. And a timeout called by Max Miller. We'll go to the break on LTSN. Blue Devils have come out with a bit of energy in their step, looking to bounce back at home here instead of Don Riddler Fieldhouse on this Friday night here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Welcome back to LTSN there. A look at Nicole Heiduck, the freshman from Macomb, Michigan. One of 4 newcomers on this Blue Devil roster. Blue Devils hold a 12-8 lead in the opening set. The Racers in town, a big WAC matchup. It was a 4-0 start to WAC play for Lawrence Tech. They've kind of unraveled over the past few matches. And looking to rebound here, a sprawling effort from Heiduck that time. But the effort will favor Northwestern Ohio. They've come up from Lima, Ohio. These teams met 3 times last season. UNOH took 2 of those matches. The final was in the first round of the WAC tournament. And the Blue Devils are trying to avenge that WAC tournament first round loss that ended their season a year ago. UNOH coming off a loss to Siena Heights, so they're also looking to bounce back. Off to a 14-3 start is Gramakova powerful down the line right at Canuti. That hopped up and took an awkward hop, and 13-10 LTU now. With Zamoniak back to serve. One of the few options at the libero spot for LTU, but the most experienced of the bunch. That caught the line. Or did it get a touch there? They're going to say it got a touch. Let's make it 13-11 now. Kayla Stoll once again back to serve here for UNOH. Right at Lodge, chasing it down Doherty. Floating in there, Schmidt. Now Stoll, back set that time. Trying to find Heitkamp. Powerful swing from Schmidt. Joust at the net, favors Zakia Hunt and the Lawrence Tech side. Vargramakova back to serve here, one of 3 juniors on the Blue Devil roster. Canuti and Stoll ran into each other there, and it was an inauspicious start to the point for UNOH. And Blue Devils take advantage of the congestion on the UNOH side of the net. 15-11 now. Lawrence Tech opening set lead. Gramakova looking to get into a rhythm. A 6-footer from Moscow. Here is Engstman. Now Gramakova. Back set, Zakia Hunt. Zakia Hunt, we've come to expect a high standard from her night in and night out. She made it 16-11 there. Gramakova, UNOH, little trouble handling that serve. Now Canuti will have to send over a free ball. Here is Schmidt. Able to keep it alive, UNOH. Another free ball sent over that time. They had to. Point Blue Devils. The double hit is what was called there. 17-11. Once again, it kind of felt like, from an outsider looking in, that the Blue Devils had to win the first set tonight to get that momentum back into their mindsets, get that energy and confidence back into their mindsets. They worked in practice all week long. They're up 17-11 here in the opening set. We've got a timeout called again. We'll be right back in 60 seconds here on LTSN. Welcome back to the Lawrence Tech Sports Network Friday night edition of LTU Women's Volleyball, the first of a back-to-back. We are back on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Blue Devils off to an excellent start tonight, up 17-11. First set, Zakia Hunt looking to make it 18-11. UNOH did a nice job to keep it alive there. Now Brittany Schmidt off the block and into the back row. Here's Stoll, middle set. That time looking for Heitkamp. What a sprawling effort there from Canuti to keep things alive. Blue Devil fans thought they had the point. Schmidt, a little tap over. And point goes to the Racers. 17-12 now here in the opening set. It'll send Jessica Rada back to serve. The UNOH team began WAC play with a win over Concordia, then back-to-back losses. Were their first losses of the season after a 9-0 start. They're now 4-3 in the WAC as well as Zakia Hunt swings and kills. Her fourth of the match, 18-12 now here in the opening set. With Brittany Schmidt back to serve here. Schmidt goes down the line, that time right at Tina Sessa. Now Schmidt into the front row. Doherty will try to find Just Lodge. That one sails wide. And a couple of substitutions will make their way in here. Tina Sessa will head out. And one of 2 Swedes on this UNOH roster, Julia Larson, will make her way in. Holst the serve. Doherty, the pass to Lodge. Point Blue Devils. As we see Nicole Heiduck come in here, Zakia Hunt will head out. And here's the serve from Heiduck. Canuti there. Holst back set that time to Erica Engstman. Now here's just Lodge. Swing right into the block. Sprawling effort from Vaipushan. Lodge. And point will go to UNOH on the double hit. Still 19-14 Blue Devils. Back to serve here, Erica Engstman. 6'1" from St. Mary's. Doherty, Lodge, Holst, Engstman, right at Vaipushan. Cross court, Lodge, another chance at it. And UNOH unable to chase it down. Blue Devils hit the 20 mark here in the opening set. Fun rhythm. This match starting to develop here inside of Don Riddler Fieldhouse. It's a pleasure to have you tuning in wherever you may be, either on the LTU Facebook channel or the YouTube channel, as Hermiller swing right into the block. Cook and Gramakova over there poised and calm, able to handle it. Now Holst will set the middle. Hermiller, Gramakova, cross court into the back row. Out of the back row that time. On the UNOH side of the net, Erica Engstman. Big swing, just Lodge. A well-deserved applause ensues from this Blue Devil crowd. 21-14. Doherty back to serve now. She can really get into a rhythm back there serving. Nice flat serve right on cue. Christy Doherty. I asked Christy about her ability to really see what's going on out there. Such an incredible setter, so many assists that she seems to rack up each match. And as UNOH claims that point, and you know, Christy told me that after that Rochester match a few matches ago that, you know, she has to think about what's going on out there, really thinks about what's going on the other side of the court, the other blockers. She calls the plays, but for the most part, she has to watch the other blockers and see what they're doing. Has such a great mind for the game, and she is an asset every match for this Blue Devil team. As we're at 22-16 now. Canuti serves there, right at Schmidt. Doherty looking for Gramakova, and that sails long. Service ace that time from Canuti, who's starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. Timeout called. Blue Devils don't want this set to slip away. They have a grasp on it right now. 22-18 Lawrence Tech, but UNOH starting to build a little bit here in this opener. We'll be right back on LTSN. Welcome back to LTSN. A look at Brittany Schmidt there, the senior, one of the leaders on this Blue Devil team. Spoke with her earlier this week. Our LTSN team did at practice. And she said, you know, against Aquinas, we really went out there and competed. Things just didn't really fall on our side. But against Cornerstone, we weren't quite as prepared. Didn't compete as much. It was a tough weekend in Grand Rapids for this Blue Devil team. Had a 5-setter on Friday night. And then Coach Ed Rule spoke about the fact that, you know, it was tough to kind of build up the energy that following early afternoon after the 5-setter. As Blue Devils claim that point, now find themselves 2 points away from an opening set. Doherty Serving there, Lodge rather back, and there's a sizzler across the net. Point UNOH as Larson will head out on that racer side of the net. Tina Sessa makes her way in. Native of Serbia, St. Petersburg College transfer to serve here. Flat serve over the net, right at Hajduk. Doherty, back set to Gramakova, off the block. And that'll go at Engstman, now Canetti. Hermiller on a cross. Tough job to react to that from Lodge. It's a tall task to react to that. 23-20 now. Can feel the weight of these points. Seems like the Blue Devils really need to close it out and do that quickly. Schmidt at Canuti going cross court. Hermiller didn't quite get what she wanted across the net. Gramakova. And that's wide. Point Blue Devils, set point now for Lawrence Tech. Hajduk out, Zakiya Hunt in. Zakiya Hunt with 4 kills. Just Lodge leading the way with 7. Set point here. Hermiller. Off the fingertips of Gramakova to Lodge. Now Hunt! There's the first set to Lawrence Tech. They'll switch sides. That feels big. As an LTU fan, all these fans in the house tonight, satisfied with the opener. 25-20 the line here on LTSN. We'll be right back with the second set of action. UNOH in town. Welcome back to LTSN. Second set coming your way. Blue Devils claim the opener 25-20. A much needed opening set win for the morale of this team, looking for a much-needed victory tonight in conference play. Big match on the home floor. They have visions of a 5th WAC win. Got off to a 4-0 start, going up against a good UNOH team tonight. Christy Doherty to get us underway. Big swing that time out of the middle to kick things off from Devin Heitkamp, the junior who has a team leading 245 kills coming into tonight. They go to her and Angstman for the production more than anyone else, really. One of those 3 transfers from Owens Community College. Once again, typically one of the top Division III teams in the nation, hitting a cool 272 coming into tonight as well as that serve clips off the tape of the net. Now back set that time, Lodge finishes things off, knotting it up at 1. Blue Devils got off to a nice start in the opening set. Raynali Kaleeson makes her way in for the first time tonight. Freshman from Alberta will be back to serve here. Goes at freshman on the other side of the net, Flavia Canuti, and UNOH takes that point. Early substitutions on both sides. Hermiller out on the UNOH side of the net, and that'll call for Kayla Stahl, who we saw on the floor quite a bit in that opener. Zamoniak, Doherty. Schmidt sent it across. A swing from Angstman and gets through the block. 3-1 start for UNOH to this second set. Raynali Kaleeson handling the initial ball. Now it's Lodge. On to the other side for Stoll. Swing that time from Heitkamp. Did that catch the line? It did. So a 4-1 start to the second set for UNOH. They have come out comfortable and looking to put that first set in the rearview mirror under Max Miller. Blue Devils hit 350 in the opener as the roll shot from Cook was dug out. Now right at the block, and an effort from UNOH. That is admirable. Desi Cook another chance at it, and that will go long. What a sequence there for UNOH, able to keep the point alive, and then they claim it. 5-1 now. Getting in a groove back there. Kayla Stoll. That's Zamoniak that time. And the swing and the kill coming from Devin Heitkamp, the junior. Is beginning to find her way in the second set. And her 10th kill of the night. Leading the way on both sides. Hitting .471. And the ace now. 7-1 start to the second set. Ed Rule needs a timeout. Welcome back to the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. A look at second-year head coach Ed Rule. Looking to improve on their 20-win season from last year are the Blue Devils. Gramakova goes cross-court. Dug out that time. Now here's Christy Doherty. Lexi Zamoniak. Doherty, can she do something with it? She can. That ends a 6-0 run for UNOH. crucial point there for the Blue Devils. And now Zamoniak will look to get going. Back there serving. Angstman into the block of Zakia Hunt and Vara Gramakova. Tipped off the fingertips of Brittany Schmidt. She'll contort her body and then swing it over. Now into the middle. Zakia Hunt there again. 7-3 now, the UNOH lead. That serve might have been sailing long had Kayla Stoll not gone after it. Nonetheless, Blue Devils claim the point, and all of a sudden they've kind of climbed their way back here, 7-4. Devin Heitkamp off the fingertips of a diving Raynali Kaleeson. So UNOH snaps a quick run there from LTU. That was 3 in a row there from the Blue Devils. It's been a fun back and forth. Hot start to the second from UNOH, and a decent answer from LTU. Back to serve here, Flavia Canuti. That sails long. Blue Devils will take it. 8-5. LTU claimed the opener, 25-20 if you're just tuning in. Gramakova back to serve here. Vara with 3 kills on this young night, and into the block that time. Illegal hit called there. And that'll send Kaylee Holst, the junior setter, back to serve here out of East Kentwood High School. Really good setter from Grand Rapids. 646 assists coming into tonight. Flat serve over. Vaipushan deals with it. Now here's Doherty. Sends a free ball over right at the Swede, Julia Larson. Now cross court here this time. Erica Angstman into the block. Doherty, Hunt, combining. Just Lodge will make her way back in now. Raynali Kaleeson heads out. Brittany Schmidt back to serve. A little bit of life into this building. A little bit of communication between the UP official and second-year head coach Max Miller. And now Schmidt out of Richmond, Michigan. 3-sport athlete during her high school days will get us underway, going down the line this time. Taylor Winner. Now 10-6 UNOH. Blue Devils held a 17-11 first set lead. This is their largest of the first set as Tina Sessa serves here. Just Lodge. Point UNOH. It was a 7-1 start to the second for UNOH. We are in the second. Zamoniak. And they're going to call a double hit here. Was pretty evident that time. 12-6 now. Blue Devils looking to settle down. UNOH feasting off the mistakes here in this second. Brittany Schmidt pops it up. Doherty. Little bump set to a streaking Just Lodge. Julia Larson tips it on over. Zamoniak. Now Doherty. Here's Lodge. Right at Flavia Canuti. That's a high pop-up. Free ball sent over. Zakia Hunt. Right into the block. Doherty able to save it. And that was wide. Kind of an emergency effort that time from Hunt. And UNOH will take it. 13-6 now. Blue Devils won the opener 25-20. Serving here is Tina Sessa. Now Lodge flying in and capitalizing. Sends Nicole Hyduck back. Out of the middle. Swing that time from Engstman. Now Doherty, a little roll shot. 13-18. Blue Devils looking to fight their way back. This is such a resilient Blue Devil team. We've seen that throughout the season, and they're certainly calling on that resilience right now in what is truly their first rough patch of the season, facing adversity. They've lost 3 in a row at 4-3 in WAC play. They have the ability to make their way back. We've seen that on this home floor as Desi Cook able to dig that out there, finds Lodge. Now over to the UNOH side of the net. Into the block goes Taylor Winter. Now the Blue Devils in transition here. Here's Lodge into the block, finishing things off. Fun point there. 13-9 now. Lawrence Tech certainly within striking distance. They can find an opening here. Julia Larson makes her way back in on the UNOH side of the net. There's an ace. High duck, a feeling of energy percolating throughout Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Back set to Taylor Winter. Blue Devils handled it quite well. Just Lodge. Chasing that down was the setter Kaylee Holst. Now Hermiller. Calmly handling it was Schmidt. Diving there, Jessica Rada, the Brazilian. Now into the back row, high duck. Doherty comes over. Lodge, a swing, but into the net. 14-10 now, UNOH. Taylor Winter heads out. And Louise Back will make her way back in. The senior made a big impact in her sophomore year defensively, finishing with over 350 digs. Here's Desi Cook out of the middle. That goes, we're going to say it was long, and now point goes to the Blue Devils. They reverse the call. They say that Desi Cook got a touch there. Max Miller has a discussion with the floor official. Up official, though, claims that Cook got the touch, and it's 14-11. Is the door open here for Lawrence Tech? Trailing now just by 3. In this second set, they won the first set 25-20. More communication ensuing here. And we are back underway here, a 14-11 UNOH lead. They led 7-1 to begin this set. They get the touch there, back up to 15-11 now. That was the closest the Devils had come. Serving here, Tina Sessa into the net, and 15-12. Blue Devils once again trying to find their way through that opening and capitalize. It'll be Reynali Kalisen. Freshman will take some big duties here. Nice serve going cross court that time at Engstman. Heiduck able to handle that swing. But the block that time combining over there at 6'1", it was Devin Heitkamp using that height over there. From New Bremen, Ohio. She really patrols the middle well. High duck. Now Doherty going back to Gramakova on the right side. UNOH goes outside, and they find Erica Engstman that time. Down the line, Schmidt. Now Schmidt out of the back row. Flying in there. Here's Schmidt again. Going cross court. Canutti there defensively. Nice disguise from UNOH, and they make it 17-12. (18-12) rather. That is the second set score. Timeout called by Ed Rule and the Blue Devils, trailing 18-12. Second set. They claim the opener 25-20. We'll take a quick breather here on LTSN. Back in 60 seconds, Blue Devils trying to claim their fifth WAC victory of this 2018 season. Welcome back to the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Blue Devils at 10-6 on the season, 4-3 on the year. They won the opening set 25-20. It was a big, energetic, and much-needed opening set win. Now they trail 18-12 here in this second, make it 18-13. That snaps a 3-0 run for UNOH. Zamoniak will be back to serve here. Zakia Hunt in. Can they engineer some sort of a comeback in this second set? Up 1-0. Kaleeson does a nice job in the back row. Gramakova off the block, diving there. Canuti in the middle now. Holst tries to set up Heitkamp. Blue Devils handle it. They go to the same direction, but that time a lot less power coming forward from Heitkamp. And that goes far and long from Gramakova, sailing on her there. 19-13 now is the second set UNOH lead. Blue Devils hitting 250, 220 as a team. UNOH at 241. Canuti serves it to Zamoniak. Hunt into the net. And UNOH hits the 20 mark. Blue Devils hoping to avenge the loss that ended their season last year to UNOH. That was in the first round of the WAC tournament. LTU did beat UNOH in 3 sets on this floor in the first regular season meeting last year. Is there perhaps added motivation tonight? Certainly is motivation to end what is currently a 3-match losing streak. Zakia Hunt does a nice job there. 2015. Gramakova. Awkward first handle from Tina Sessa. Engstman, the swing. Doherty, the set. Swing that time from Schmidt, and a kill. That'll be Schmidt's third of the night. They went to Schmidt quite a bit against Madonna. Blue Devil crowd trying to spark a rally now. Timeout called by Max Miller. 20-17. Once again, Lawrence Tech, this is the closest that they've come. Can they find a way to get past this point of being down 3 in the second set? We'll find out coming up after the break on LTSN 2017. UNOH second set. Blue Devils claimed the opener 25-20. Welcome into LTSN. 4-0 run for the Blue Devils. They trail 20-17 here in the second set. Won the first set 25-20. Into the back row, Stoll. In tight at the net there. Somehow able to handle it. UNOH. Now Zakia Hunt off the back set. A slide behind there. Now Doherty. Bump set. Schmidt. Long. 21-17, snapping a 4-0 LTU run. Substitutions coming in here. Vaipushan, the freshman. Spoke with our LTSN LTSN crew after the last home match and talked about how comfortable she's been. A quick adjustment. Welcomed in here as a freshman to the Blue Devil athletic community. She's done a nice job. She feels as though she's fit in pretty quickly. Hasn't needed much time to adjust. Zakia Hunt there. Once again, the Blue Devils find themselves down 3. This, for some reason, though, has been the mark that they haven't been able to get past in this second set. Schmidt back to serve now. Big whack match here on the home floor. Middle set at time. Sailed over the attempts of Taylor Winter. And now UNOH will have to send over a free ball. Advantage Blue Devils. Doherty to Hunt. They take advantage of the UNOH miscue. And they have pulled now within 2. Important points on the serve of Brittany Schmidt. Taylor Winter. Doherty. Lodge. Stahl was there and calm. Now the block of Doherty and Hunt combining up there. They go up again over the block that time. Did that sail long? It did. Blue Devils racking up some momentum now, and they are 1 point away from tying this. It was a 7-1 start to the second set for UNOH. Since then, things have flipped around a bit. Blue Devils on a run. 21-20 is the second set score. They won the first set 25-20. Did the Blue Devils. They are up 1-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on LTSN. Welcome back to the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. It's a pleasure to have you wherever you may be tuning in. Blue Devils have clawed their way back. Actually made it back within 3 at one point. It was 11-8. Then UNOH went on a run to make it 18-12. Blue Devils survived that run tap over there caught the line. 22-20 now. Blue Devils were able to survive that second run when it really looked and felt like UNOH was in command. Now it's 22-20. And serving here is Angstman. Doherty goes cross court. Lodge into the block. That time teaming up over there. Winner and Heitkamp. Plenty of height on that side of the net for UNOH. And the block that time for the Blue Devils comes in handy. 22-21. We're in for a thrilling finish to this second set. Back to serve. Nicole Hyduck from Macomb, Michigan. Goes down the line. Into the block of Doherty and Cook. Went Hermiller. Hermiller tries again. Once again into the block. They've knotted things up. 22-22. Blue Devils have come up big in the big moments. Can they perhaps take a lead here? Hermiller, swing, Vaipushan there, Doherty, Cook in the middle. UNOH keeps it alive in the back row, swing from Hermiller. Now on to Lodge. Oh, and kind of whiffing on the swing there. Was Cook, couldn't quite time it up correctly. 23-22, the UNOH lead now. Blue Devils trying to bounce back from 3 straight losses. There's the disguise from Doherty. We're knotted up again. Heady, smart play from Doherty, as per usual. The biomedical engineering major will go back to serve now. Blue Devils in search of their first lead of the set that could potentially give them a set point. What an eventful set this has been. Doherty's back set to Gramakova, kind of brought her in tight to the net, but it didn't matter. Set point, Blue Devils. What a comeback. Crowd on their feet here inside the Riddler. Energy is palpable. First lead of the second set. Blue Devils up 1-0, and it's a set point. Doherty. Cook! What a set! Blue Devils up 2-0. Wow, did that turn here on LTSN. Lawrence Tech. Teams will head to the locker room for a quick breather, and we'll head to the break for a quick breather. Big match, big points, big moments here on LTSN. Blue Devils up 2-0. This has been such a resilient Blue Devil team this year. The ability to come back has been on display throughout the season, but that was magnificent. It was a rough start to the second set. UNOH was in such a rhythm, but the Blue Devils, they claimed their first lead of the set at 24-23 and finished things off with Desi Cook, and that was quite spectacular. Certainly a set to look back on at the end of the season. One to be proud of. This Blue Devil team has worked throughout the week in practice. They were ready for this match. They came out with a jump in their step, and they're up 2-0. On the home floor, back to serve here will be Flavia Canuti, a freshman from Switzerland, getting us underway here in the third set. Right at Schmidt. It was a tough one to handle. Gramakova made a brilliant effort to get down there. Now to the middle. Heitkamp right in the block, and the Blue Devils pick up right where they left off. Bit of frustration on the faces of the UNOH players now. That's the type of point where you look at it and say, what else could we do there if you're on the racer side of the net? Looks like Kalisin will be the early sub here for the Blue Devils. Just Lodge comes out, and Kalisin will go back to serve here. They'll bring her in. A nice serve there from Kalisin. And point Blue Devils. That swing went off the net, clipped a hand, and one too many touches. 2-zip start for Lawrence Tech. A couple of nice serves from Raynali Kalisin, mixing it up. And 3-0 now. Or they're going to say that got a touch. They will say that got a touch. So, point UNOH. The scoreboard in the arena currently says 3-zip, but it is 2-1. 2-1 third set. Blue Devils up 2-0. Gramakova, and they'll give that point to UNOH. Flat serve over. 3 in a row now for the Racers. Serving here, Tina Sessa. Desi Cook. Schmidt is up. Now out of the middle. Heitkamp. That was too strong of a swing. And it is long, and we're knotted back up once more at 3 apiece. Hyde up. It was cross court that time on her serve, and Hermiller, Kalisin, chasing it down. Zamoniak. In tight at the net there. The set to Hermiller. Did that catch the line? Looks like it did. Here's Schmidt flying and gliding and capitalizing 4-all now here in this third set. That last match versus Madonna, LTU got off to a very nice start in that one as well. Hit 349 in the first set. We're in command through 2, but the Crusaders completely flipped things around in the final 3 sets. Blue Devils hoping to avenge that loss and hoping to avenge a loss that they suffered against in the hands of UNOH at the end of last season in the WAC tournament. As Gramakova is back to serve here, leading 5-4 on the Blue Devils. flying in there was Engstman. She'll get another shot at it. But point Blue Devils. Finding the middle of the floor that time. Kaylee Hurst. Back row attack was called a couple of points ago. Substitutions coming in here. Heitkamp will make her way out. Back to serve here. It'll be back. Louise back. And Kaleeson, Doherty, back set sliding behind there is Zakia Hunt. And point UNOH now. Here. Six-5. Trying to chase that one down and doing so successfully was Vi Bouchon. Back into the middle. Now Zamoniak, Doherty going cross court for Schmidt into the back row. And the Blue Devils once again take the lead. Back and forth we go in this third set, 7-6. Blue Devils hoping to finish it off in clean fashion tonight. They can by claiming this set. They're up 2-0 if you're just tuning in. It was a 25-20 opening set win for Lawrence Tech. A spectacular comeback 25-23 second set win. What will they call here? Redo the serve. 7-6. Blue Devil lead with Schmidt serving. Across the net at Tina Sessa. Now the back set from Holst to Winner. Tools the block. 7 apiece. Flavia Canati makes her way back in at the libero spot for UNOH. A little congested in the back row on the Blue Devils side of the net. Swing there from Lodge. Now out of the middle, Winner beginning to heat up a bit. Taylor Winner, her 5th kill of the match, and it gives UNOH the lead back as they try to rally here. They'll need 3 sets in a row. We play best 3 sets out of 5. If necessary, we'd go to a shortened 5th to 15. Zakia Hunt able to make nice work there. And that is Hunt's 9th kill of the night. Tied for the lead at 9 with just Lodge. Hunt, such a fun personality, fun to talk to, brings a real energy to this Blue Devil team. Lodge sends over free ball. Now here is the set. Going up there was Engstman. Blue Devils handled it well. Cook tips it over. Nice tap over the block that time from Taylor Winner. Now in transition, UNOH. Flavia Canati, a little upset with herself that time. Didn't quite get the pass that she wanted. Now here's the middle set going outside for Engstman. Vi Bouchon there. Doherty chases it down. Flat swing over from Lodge. Miscommunication on the UNOH side of the net. Now here is Doherty sliding behind there. Cook. Extended rally here. One of our longer rallies of the match. And that is that wide. It is. Point Blue Devils. 9-8 Lawrence Tech. First of a back-to-back for LTU. Indiana Tech in town tomorrow at 1 p.m. We'll have that one live right here for you on LTSN at 1. plenty of volleyball end of this month and early October for the Blue Devils. This is a season-long 4-match homestand. UNOH obviously in town tonight. Indiana Tech tomorrow. Siena Heights on October 3rd and Concordia on October 5th. As the Blue Devils now go back up one again, 10-9. We'll have all those matches for you on the Lawrence Tech Athletics Facebook channel and the Lawrence Tech Athletics YouTube channel, streaming simultaneously. Christy Doherty, one of the leaders on this Blue Devil team, gets us going. Hyduck does a nice job defensively. Cook chases it down. Lodge, middle, Taylor Winner. They continue to utilize her in that middle. Now she'll head out, and Devin Heitkamp, not a bad second option, will take her spot. More substitutions to come on the UNOH side. Jessica Rada in, along with Tina Sessa. A couple of seniors. Rada from Brazil, Sessa from Serbia, on a very international roster for UNOH. 6 countries represented on the UNOH roster. One of the cooler storylines tonight. Flavia Canutti from Switzerland back to serve now. As Ed Rule has a discussion with the floor official. Can't quite make out the discussion, but Ed Rule is certain about what he saw. Point goes on though, 11-10, now 12-10 is the UNOH lead in this third set. Their largest of the third set. And now 13-10. Racers building up a bit of momentum, bit of life on that sideline. Blue Devils stayed composed mentally so well. They really stayed intact mentally in that second set and finished it off. They talked about finishing points off and finishing sets off, and they did so in that second, despite a couple of runs from UNOH. The block there, UNOH does a nice job of sticking with it, but that sails long. Doherty watches it fall out of play, and the Blue Devils climb back within one. 13-12 now. Lodge heads out. 13-11, rather, the third set deficit for the Blue Devils as they serve here. Middle set, now that's long, and now it is 13-12 here in the third set. Raynali Gleason, one of 2 Canadians on this Blue Devil roster, is back to serve here. Hermiller, a big swing. Did that get a touch? It did. Blue Devils narrowly just trying to avoid that one in the back row. Couldn't quite do it. 14-12 now. Third set. Blue Devils up 2-0 here on LTSN. Jessica Rada heads out for UNOH. Back to serve here will be Tina Sessa. One of the seniors on a very experienced UNOH team. Big swing flying there is Brittany Schmidt with momentum. Zakia Hunt now makes her way back in. Nicole Hyduck heads out. And Lexi Zamoniak will be back to serve. Down 1. Serves at Sessa. Holst sets. Heitkamp. And Heitkamp makes easy work of it. No hesitation. Timing that up perfectly. Crisp swing there in the middle. We've seen that in this third set from Heitkamp. Blue Devils will take that, 15-14 now. Here's Vargramakova. Gleason, there. Schmidt. The crowd loves it. Ed Rule clapping and feeding energy into this team. No help needed, though, to find that energy. It's tied up here inside of Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Holst once again going to the middle. They find the line. Blue Devils having a little trouble finding a way to stop the likes of Heitkamp and Angstman. 16-15. And Louis back will serve here, native of Sweden. Seen a lot of really good college players at the various college levels from Sweden. Heitkamp, Louis back, did a nice job there to keep things alive. Now Doherty goes back to Schmidt on the outside, into the block of Hunt and Doherty, and that point will be awarded to Lawrence Tech. Tied up once again. Angstman saw what she wanted. That was a really smart play there. The disguise was on point and threw off the Lawrence Tech side of the net defensively. 17-16 is now the UNOH lead. Every one of these points absolutely huge for the Racers. And the Blue Devils would like to finish things off in swift fashion. Here is Zakiya Hunt. That rolls off the tape of the net. She'll take it. Sliding and spinning. Head Rule loves it. Blue Devils sideline loves it. Once again tied up. This has been a fun one tonight here inside the Riddler. Claiming another kill, Taylor Winner, the senior from Versailles, Ohio. One of the leaders on this team, has a voice as a senior, has had such a consistent career. Got off to an excellent start this season. Really had a nice year last year as a junior, 302 kills. To put that into context, she had 183 as a freshman and 104 as a sophomore. Really took a quantum leap as a junior, and that's continued into her senior season as the Blue Devils claim that point. UNOH is a team that carried the momentum from last year over to this year. Won 8 of their final 9 matches before having their season end at the hands of Siena Heights. Got off to a 9-0 start. But the Blue Devils have come out unfazed tonight. A comeback in the second set has them up 2-0. And now has them with a lead in the third, up 2-0 with Doherty back to serve. Blue Devils with intentions to get out of here before 9 o'clock tonight. And here's Schmidt, Doherty. Canati out of the back row. The swing, and too much to chase down that time for Schmidt. Canati serves. Schmidt handles it. Gramakova. Canati sprawling there. Out of the back row, Angstman right at Nicole Heiduck. Can Lodge keep this alive? Hops up into the ceiling. A little too much to handle there. And UNOH with 2 in a row. In a big moment to come back and claim 2 in a row. 2019 now is the UNOH lead. That's Sales on Canutti, 20-20. Raynali Kaleeson. She has had one of her better home floor performances tonight, but that one will go wide on her. 21-20. Fourth home match of the season for Lawrence Tech. And the service aces are being traded. Service aces. These service faults are being traded back and forth right now. Zamoniak gets us underway there. Into the block. Flavia Canutti, now Hermiller, Doherty, Zamoniak will, ooh, bit of a miscommunication between Gramakova and Doherty, who wanted that one. Now into the middle, Gramakova there to dig it out. Zamoniak sprawling as well. And finishing things off. Bit of an odd sequence there, but didn't matter. Timeout called by UNOH. Blue Devils did a nice job to stick with it. And they find themselves with a 22-21 lead. Up 2 sets to none here on LTSN. Third set. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back into LTSN. Blue Devils 3 points away, 22-21. Up 2 sets to none. Schmidt there, in tight at the net, Doherty. Here's Schmidt. Ooh, UNOH able to keep that point alive, tight at the net. Raynali Kaleeson chasing it down. Bit of a miscommunication there, I think, and point will go to UNOH. They knot things up again. 22-22, it's been a back and forth third set here inside the Riddler. Once again, thrilling down the stretch. Fans on the edge of their seats. It's a pleasure to have you tuning in. Few big points coming your way. Here's Kaleeson. Doherty getting out of the way and allowing Schmidt to cover the vacant area. A swing there. Now that one goes wide. Point Lawrence Tech inching closer. 23-22 now. With Gramakova back to serve. She would love to finish things off. 2 points away. Angstman, big swing. Zamoniak was ready. Doherty well off the net that time. The middle set. UNOH has had success with that. Gramakova finds Schmidt. That was wide down the line. We find ourselves in a familiar spot, tied up once again. Who can pull through these final couple of points in an all-important third set? Ed Rule takes a timeout. And we'll take a quick breather. Big points, fun points coming your way here on LTSN. Third set, LTU up 2 sets to none. Welcome into LTSN. Both teams hoping to claim what would be a set point for UNOH and what would be a match point for Lawrence Tech. Zakiya Hunt, and they do in fact claim that match point. One away now. Here we go with match point. The Blue Devils hold it. It is Schmidt back to serve here. Can they claim their 5th WAC victory of the season? Can they snap a 3-match losing streak? Taylor Winter, she's had a successful 3rd set. Looking to keep UNOH alive. Zakiya Hunt inside at the net. Bit of a swing there. Couldn't quite get the necessary handle on it. Now a big swing, but a better dig from Brittany Schmidt. Shakes the hand off and gets right back up. Blue Devils looking to claim this match. That goes off the sprawling left hand of Lexi Zamoniak, and UNOH stays alive, sending us into a win by 2 situation now here in this 3rd set. Holst back to serve. Schmidt down. Doherty back set. Slide behind Zakiya Hunt. And that'll set up another match point. The LTU faithful is ready for a victory. Lawrence Tech 3-0 at home. Can they make it 4-0 at home? The swing from Engstman into the block. Zakiya Hunt and Christy Doherty teaming up over there. Erica Engstman again and again into the block. Blue Devils win it in 3 sets. They improve to 11-6 on the season. They claim a gigantic win in the WAC. 5-3 now in the conference. They had energy, they had jump from the start, putting those last 3 losses in the rearview mirror tonight here on LTSN. It was an absolute pleasure to bring you this one. The crowd salutes this Blue Devil team that gave quite the effort, worthy of a salute. Producer Ali Hadi behind the screens tonight, giving you the beautiful shots on LTSN. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow, back-to-back. This was just the first of 2 this weekend. Tomorrow, Indiana Tech at 1 p.m. You can find that match on the LTU Athletics YouTube channel and the LTU Athletics Facebook channel. I'm Jason Ross Jr. behind the mic tonight. Excited to see you back here again tomorrow at 1. Saying so long, have a wonderful night. Blue Devils win it in 3 over UNOH here in Southfield.